before we jump into the facts, let's set the stage. Porn addiction isn't just a minor habit or a simple guilty pleasure. It's something that digs deep into our brains, influencing our behaviors, decision-making, and yes, even our financial potential. So, let's take a closer look at how this hidden force impacts us in ways most people would never expect. Fact number 1. Dopamine desensitization. This is a fancy way of saying that your brain gets numb to pleasure. When you watch porn regularly, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Sounds great, right? But here's the kicker. Over time, the constant surge of dopamine actually makes your brain less sensitive to it. Ever wondered why that last piece of chocolate never tastes quite as good as the first? Same deal here, but a whole lot more impactful on your motivation and ambition. And the scary part? As your brain gets used to higher doses, regular everyday rewards, like achieving a goal, getting promoted, or hitting a financial milestone, feel less exciting. That's dopamine desensitization at work, holding you back from enjoying the achievements that truly matter. Which leads us right into our next point. Because desensitization doesn't just make you numb, it's a trap that can keep you stuck. Fact number 2. Tolerance and escalation. When your brain craves those dopamine hits, it needs something bigger each time to feel that same pleasure. So people often find themselves escalating, watching more for longer, and seeking out content they wouldn't normally watch. Sound familiar? Ever felt like your Netflix recommendations are getting stranger by the day? Now multiply that effect and you've got an idea of what tolerance looks like. Here's the danger. Tolerance is what drives addiction. And the problem with addiction is that it takes up mental energy. Energy you could be using to invest in yourself, your career, and your future. Every time you feel the urge, you're effectively giving away focus that could help you reach the goals that really matter. And that loss of focus brings us to our next surprising point. Fact number 3. Mental fog and decision-making impairment. You know how people say that junk food clouds your mind? Porn can have a similar effect. Studies show that regular porn use leads to decreased activity in parts of the brain responsible for clear decision-making. Ever walked into a room and totally forgot why? Now imagine that level of brain fog creeping into major decisions, finances, career choices, relationships. This mental fog can reduce your ability to focus on long-term goals, making it harder to make sound financial decisions or stay motivated. If you're working towards a wealthy lifestyle, you don't want anything clouding your vision. But what if I told you there's another layer of impact here, and it affects your relationships just as much as your mind? Fact number 4. Relationship strain and emotional disconnection. While it might seem like a private habit, the effects of porn addiction often ripple out into real-life relationships. Regular porn use can create unrealistic expectations, leading to dissatisfaction in real-life intimacy and connection. Think about it. It's like using a social media filter for everything in your life. Reality just doesn't compare, does it? This disconnection impacts how we relate to others and how we perceive genuine connection. And healthy relationships are often a cornerstone of personal success, keeping us grounded and motivated. So in a way, this addiction not only takes a toll on your mind, but also on your ability to build strong networks, a critical component in building the life and wealth you're striving for. Our last point takes this one step further, because it's about your sense of self-worth and confidence. Fact number 5. Self-worth and willpower drain. The cycle of guilt and shame that often follows excessive porn consumption can take a major toll on your self-esteem. Each time you give in, it chips away at your confidence, reinforcing negative beliefs about yourself. Ever feel like a Netflix binge after a long day is a reward? But what if that same binge left you feeling guilty? When it comes to porn, this guilt not only harms your self-worth, but also weakens your willpower. It's like a slow erosion of your discipline. And discipline, as you probably know, is the foundation for achieving financial independence and success. Every time you let an urge win, you're telling yourself that you don't have control, a dangerous message for anyone aiming to live a wealthy, disciplined lifestyle. These 5 facts aren't just trivia, they're powerful insights into how a seemingly small habit can shape every part of your life. Awareness is the first step toward change. Take control, not just for your goals, but for the freedom and self-respect you deserve. If you're ready to go even deeper into transforming your habits and taking control of your life, check out my next video on breaking bad habits. Just click the link on your screen, and I'll see you there.